Previously on Keeper of Hearts, Clay Ridge, Jay tried to shake off the dream. The green snake slipping through the church wall like a warning he didn't understand, but life in Clay Ridge didn't slow down. The sleepover was loud, messy, normal, but something darker lingered under the noise. That night, his parents met Crystal and Anthony, a moment nobody thought twice about. Except Jay. He felt it in his stomach before he understood it in his mind. Amber pushed Jay and Selena together, sparking something small and shy. But the days after the dream cracked everything. His mom left, Grandma got hurt, and the ATV accident took his father, shattering every piece Jay had left. Grief drowned him. Faith slipped away. Anthony's suspicious death only deepened the shadows around Crystal. And when the youth group dissolved, Jay lost the one place that ever felt safe. But two people held him up, Selena and Amber, sitting on either side of him in church, holding his pain quietly, without asking for anything. Years later, he still remembered. The green snake, the church wall, the warning he didn't understand. At 15, Jay tried rebuilding himself piece by piece. Shannon messaged him out of nowhere, bold, curious, watching him from a distance. And Selena drifted from friend to something more, their late-night chess games full of teasing, laughter, and the calm he didn't know he needed. Life was still heavy, but hope flickered. What Jay didn't know was simple. The story wasn't done tightening around him. The warning wasn't finished speaking, and the green snake had never left. Episode opening scene. When paths cross. A few months after the youth group dissolved, life felt heavier for Jay. The anchor that faith once gave him was gone, and the empty space left room for new connections, some good, some dangerous. One day, Eric, a mutual friend, gave a girl named Ashley Jay's Yahoo username. Ashley was dealing with her own losses, her own loneliness, and she saw an opportunity in Jay, though not in the way he imagined. Their first exchange was simple. "Ashley, hi, I'm Ashley. Eric gave me your name. Want to chat?" "Sure, hi." It started light. Music, jokes, late-night confessions. Jay felt seen. After everything he'd survived, that felt rare. He didn't realize he was catching feelings. Ashley did. She noticed, and quietly she used it. Because Jay wasn't the one she wanted. She wanted Jordan, his older brother. Jay was just the bridge she didn't mean to start caring about. As Jay grew closer to her emotionally, Selena, his girlfriend at the time, started noticing the shift.
Yeah, Keeper of Hearts. He meets you in the broken places, right there where your shame begins. He sits beside the sinners, never waiting for perfection, never asking you to pretend. The world points fingers, but his hands reach far. Grace isn't earned by the spotless, it's poured on wounded hearts. Jesus, Keeper of Hearts. You take me as I am, not who I try to be. You carried every burden, took the cross they said you never need. Though the hypocrites cried, crucified, your mercy still ran free. We can do all things through Christ. You're the Keeper of Hearts, and you're keeping me.
Interior, Selena's bedroom, evening. The room is dim except for the soft blue glow of her phone screen. Selena lies on her stomach, legs kicking slowly in the air, scrolling through old texts from Jay without meaning to. She hates that she's doing it, but she can't help it. Lately, Jay's replies have been shorter. Later, less Selena-specific. And now there's this girl. Ashley. Selena scrolls up and mutters to herself. Selena, quiet. Who is she even? Eric just gives out usernames now. She tosses the phone aside, but 2 seconds later she snatches it back like it personally offended her. She types a message. "Hey, can we talk?" 3 dots appear. Disappear, appear. Disappear again. Her stomach sinks. Finally Jay replies. "Yeah, what's up?" She hesitates. She doesn't want to sound jealous. She doesn't want to chase. But she can't pretend she doesn't feel the shift. "You've been talking to that girl a lot." "Ashley, everything okay?" Jay takes a moment before answering, too long in her eyes. Yeah, it's fine. She's cool. We're just friends. Selena exhales, but it's not relief. It's that hollow breath people do when they already know the answer but don't want it said out loud. Do you like her? Jay responds fast this time. I mean, I like her as a person. Nothing crossed any lines, though. Selena's forehead tightens. As a person? Why does that sting so much? She flips onto her back, staring at the ceiling fan spinning like it's mocking her anxiety. Selena whispers to herself, why does that sound worse? She wants to cry, but anger comes first, the easier emotion. She gets up, pacing her small room. She rubs her arms like she's cold, but it's just nerves trying to escape her skin. She types, I just feel like I'm losing you. Jay responds with, you're not, I promise. But his words don't feel like a promise. They feel like a goodbye dressed up to look polite. Selena closes her eyes. That's the moment the emotional door shuts inside her. Not slammed, just quietly, painfully closed. She deletes the chat, deletes his contact picture, and finally, blocks him. Not out of spite, but because she can't handle watching him drift towards someone else. Even if he swears he's not drifting at all. Selena crawls into bed, pulling the blanket over her head, tears finally breaking free. Selena, soft. I didn't even do anything wrong. Her phone stays silent, and the silence hurts more than any angry message ever could. Jay's reaction to Selena blocking him interior. Jay's room, late night. Jay is half asleep, laid out on his bed with his headphones in, scrolling aimlessly. Music playing, lights low, just vibing. He sees Selena's last message again. I feel like I'm losing you. He frowns at it because in his head it wasn't that deep. Jay, to himself tired, man, I said we're good. Why is she stressing like that? He decides to check her profile, maybe send a little dumb meme to lighten things up. He taps her name and the entire screen changes. User not found. Jay sits up instantly, pulling one earbud out. Hold on, hold on. Nah, that's a glitch. He taps again. Same thing. He switches apps. Searches her username. Nothing. His stomach drops just a little. Not full panic, but the kind of feeling like walking downstairs and missing one step. He tries messaging her anyway. Jay, Selena? Everything cool? He hits send. The message doesn't deliver. One grey check. No second check. Jay sits back, phone dangling from his hand, staring at the ceiling like it holds subtitles to this whole situation. She really blocked me? Over what? He replays their last conversation in his head. The pauses, her questions, the tone. He realizes her voice was tight. He realizes she was nervous. He realizes he brushed it off too fast. Damn. Not loud. Just that soft I messed up, but I don't fully understand how yet tone. He hops off the bed and starts pacing because sitting still suddenly feels like drowning. I didn't even do nothing. Ashley's just, bro, she's literally just cool to talk to. That's it. Why'd she react like that? He scrolls to his messages again, the empty grey bubble with no delivery. Jay runs a hand over his face, frustrated. Half mad, half guilty, half hurt. Yeah, he's three halves right now. She could have just talked to me. Why block me? He throws the phone onto the bed and sits down hard, elbows on his knees, and then he realizes something he didn't want to admit. He misses her already. Not just the chats. The way she made the day feel lighter. The jokes. The banter. The way she understood his mood before he even typed it out. That hits him in the chest like a slow punch. Man, I didn't think she cared that much. A beat. Or maybe I did, and that's why this feels so damn weird. His phone buzzes, but it's not her, and the silence from her side feels like somebody turning off a light he wasn't ready to lose. Jay grabs a hoodie and flops back on the bed, staring at the ceiling again, and he whispers, Selena, why'd you do that? Not angry, not dismissive, just lost. The kind of lost you don't admit out loud unless no one else can hear. Ashley's POV. She's not evil, but she knows what she's doing interior. Ashley's bedroom, night. Ashley sits cross-legged on her bed, laptop open, messages from Jay still on the screen. She's chewing her thumbnail, her signature nervous habit, while scrolling back through the conversation. She likes Jay. She really does. He's sweet. He listens. He doesn't judge. But he's not the one she wants. She exhales hard. Ashley, Jay, you're gonna hate me if you find out. She clicks on Jordan's profile, Jay's brother, the real goal she's been inching toward. Not out of malice, not to be cruel, just loneliness mixed with bad judgment and a little selfishness. Ashley scrolls through Jordan's pictures, lingering on one. Ashley, he's just more my type, and closer to my age, and ugh. She slams her laptop shut. Her guilt hits like a pulse under her ribs, because she didn't plan for Jay to catch feelings. She didn't expect to enjoy talking to him. She didn't expect his attention to feel comforting. But she still wants what she wants. She grabs her phone and sighs. Ashley, please don't make this complicated. But she knows she already has. Jay's getting attached. Selena feels threatened, and she is quietly about to break something she never meant to build. Selena the next morning. Pretending she's fine, interior. Selena's kitchen. Morning, she's pouring cereal. She's not going to eat while her mom chatters in the background. Her mind is miles away, back on the moment she hit block last night. Her chest feels tight. Her eyes are puffy from crying, but she practiced smiling in the mirror until it looked real enough. Her mom reaches for a mug. You're quiet today. Just tired. Lie. She barely slept. Her phone buzzes. She snatches it up instantly. It's not Jay. Her face falls for half a second before she forces the smile again. She scrolls through their old messages anyway. Jay teasing her about her chess openings. Jay calling her dramatic on purpose. Jay staying up way too late just to talk to her. She grips the counter, jaw tight. Selena, whispering to herself, he said it was nothing. He said they were just friends. So why did it feel like I was losing him? She closes her eyes. I just wanted him to choose me for once. Her mom walks by again and ruffles her hair. You sure you're okay? Selena's voice cracks just a little. Yeah, I'm fine. It's the kind of fine that means anything but. Jay talking to Amber. He wants answers, not comfort. Exterior, school courtyard, afternoon. Amber's sitting on a bench, scrolling her phone, when Jay drops down next to her with the energy of somebody who's been chewing on the same thought for hours. She looks up immediately. Amber, okay, what happened? You look rough. Jay rubs the back of his neck. Selena blocked me. Amber's eyebrows shoot up. Blocked you? As in blocked? Yup. Amber whistles low. Wow, what'd you do? Jay throws his hands up. Nothing. I mean, I don't think I did. She asked if I was getting too close to Ashley, and I said no. That was it. Amber gives him the longest side-eye in human history. Amber, Jay, come on. Jay frowns. He already knows where this is going, but he doesn't want to admit it. What? Amber closes her phone and turns toward him fully. Bro, you light up when you talk to Ashley. Selena saw that, felt that. Girls notice the vibe before the words. Jay leans back, eyes tight with frustration. But I wasn't trying to. I didn't mean. I just liked talking to her. That's it. Amber shrugs with sympathy. Amber, intent doesn't matter when someone's heart's involved. Jay goes silent. He hates how much sense she makes. Do you miss her? Jay hesitates, then nods. Yeah, a lot more than I thought. Amber softens. Then you better figure out what you actually want before you lose both. Jay swallows hard, because that's the part he's been avoiding. Ashley sees Selena at school and the guilt lands heavy interior. School hallway. Mid-morning Ashley is walking with her binder hugged to her chest, doing her best impression of a normal girl with a normal life and zero chaos swirling around her. Then she sees Selena at her locker. Selena looks tired, pale, like someone who stayed up all night trying not to cry. Ashley slows down, her stomach twists, hard. Because she knows, Selena didn't deserve this. Didn't deserve the insecurity. Didn't deserve to feel replaced. Ashley hesitates, takes one step like she might say something, then freezes when Selena shuts her locker and wipes her eyes with her sleeve. Ashley drops her gaze immediately. Ashley. Great, you broke the nicest girl in this school. She walks past without a word, heart heavy, throat tight, because now the cost of what she's doing suddenly feels real. Shannon watching Jay from afar. Talking to Michelle interior, cafeteria, breakfast. Shannon sits across from Michelle, stabbing her pizza with a fork instead of eating it. She keeps glancing at Jay across the room. Jay's sitting with Roy, not talking much, picking at his food. He looks heartbroken and lost. Shannon bites her lip. Okay, what's his deal? Michelle looks up from her fries. Jay? Oh, he's going through something with Selena and that girl Ashley. Shannon's eyes flick up again, curious. Is he always quiet like that? Smirks knowingly. You asking because you care or because you're nosy? Or are you crushing on him, little cousin? Shannon flushes. I'm just trying to understand him. Michelle leans in. Uh-huh, sure. Shannon rolls her eyes, but there's a smile. He just looks like he's hurting, and Roy said he's been through a lot at home too. Michelle sighs, softer this time. He has. That boy's heart is fragile. If you talk to him, go slow. Shannon steals one more glance at Jay. I wasn't planning to talk to him at all, but now I kind of want to. Selena crying in the bathroom. The quiet breakdown interior. Girls' bathroom between classes. Selena slips inside, locks the stall, and the moment the latch clicks, she breaks. Silent sobs first, then louder ones she tries to muffle with her sleeve. Her voice shakes as she whispers to herself, Selena, why wasn't I enough? Why does he always drift away? She presses her forehead against the stall wall, breathing hard, trying to stop the shaking in her chest. A group of girls enter laughing. Selena backs farther into the corner, covering her mouth so they don't hear her falling apart. When they leave, she sinks onto the closed toilet lid. Her phone buzzes. Jay's name on the screen. She stares at it through blurry eyes, but she can't bring herself to open the message, because she already knows it'll hurt. Jay finds Selena, the I'm sorry I wasn't good enough scene. Exterior, side of the school building, after last bell. Selena slips out a side door to avoid people, hugging her books to her chest. She just wants to get home before her emotions spill again. Jay sees her across the parking lot and jogs over. Selena, wait, please. She stops but doesn't look at him. He steps in front of her gently. Her eyes are still red. Did I do something wrong? I don't want us to end like this. Selena swallows hard. Her voice comes out tiny, fragile. I'm sorry I wasn't good enough. Jay's chest caves in. Selena, no, don't say that. You are good enough. You've always been... She shakes her head, tears welling again. Selena, I saw the way you talk to her, the way you light up. You don't do that for me anymore. Jay steps closer, voice breaking because he didn't want to hurt her. Not ever. I didn't mean to make you feel like that. I swear. I didn't even realize. Selena wipes her cheek. You didn't have to realize. I felt it. And that's enough. Jay wants to grab her hand, wants to fix it, but she steps back. You don't have to choose me. Just don't pretend I didn't see what I saw. Jay's voice cracks. Selena, I never wanted to lose you. She gives a sad smile. You didn't lose me. I let you go. She turns and walks off. Jay just stands there, stunned, hurting, trying to process the weight of what he's done without ever meaning to. Amber shows up and gives Jay a reality check exterior, side of school, right after Selena walks away. Jay is still standing there, replaying Selena's words on loop. He looks like someone just unplugged his soul. Amber rounds the corner, backpack swinging, sipping a Sprite like it's her whole personality. She slows when she sees Jay's face. Ooh, you look like you just got emotionally drop-kicked. Jay sighs, staring at the ground. Selena thinks she wasn't good enough. Amber blinks, makes a face like boy. What? Okay, first of all, that girl is sunshine in human form. She didn't just wake up feeling insecure. You did something. Jay flinches. I didn't mean... I know you didn't mean it. You never mean it. But feelings don't care about intentions. Jay rubs his forehead. I was just trying to be a good friend to Ashley. Amber stares at him for a long moment, then hits him with the line that clears the fog. Jay, you don't see it, but you treat friendship like it's oxygen, and sometimes girls see that as love. Jay looks away, heart sinking. You weren't cheating, you weren't being dirty, but you were giving Ashley a version of you that Selena thought belonged to her. Jay's voice cracks. I didn't know. Amber puts her hand on his shoulder, softer now. Yeah, and that's the problem. She starts walking. Fix it or let it go, but don't leave her in limbo. She doesn't deserve that. Jay just stands there, taking the hit, knowing she's right. Ashley sees Jay afterward, and the guilt gets worse interior, school hallway. A few minutes later, Ashley is heading to class when she sees Jay leaning against the wall, wiping his eyes with his sleeve. He looks broken. Like everything inside him is unraveling. Ashley freezes. Her heart drops. Ashley, I did this. I didn't mean to hurt him, but I did. She hesitates, opens her mouth like she's going to call his name. But then Jay turns away, shoulders tight, not wanting anyone to see him like this. Ashley panics. She can't face him now. Not while she's lying about why she got close to him. Not when she doesn't have the courage to tell the truth. She takes a step back, clutching her books to her chest. Ashley, whispering to herself, I shouldn't have gotten this close. He didn't deserve this. She slips into the nearest classroom before he can see her. And for the first time, Ashley actually feels the weight of what she's doing. Jordan talking to Ashley, accidentally making everything worse. Interior. School courtyard. Lunch. Ashley is sitting alone, picking at the crust of her sandwich, still replaying Jay's face. Jordan walks over, totally oblivious. Yo, Ashley? She jolts a little. Oh, hey, Jordan. Jordan plops down next to her like they've been best friends since birth. Eric said you and Jay been talking a lot. Ashley tenses. Hard. Yeah, we've been talking. Jordan grins. That's cool. You're chill. Better than half the girls he talks to. Ashley forces a smile, stomach twisting. Honestly, I thought you were talking to me. He laughs. Ashley's heart falls straight through the floor. She looks down at her hands. I wasn't. I mean, I wanted to, but Jay's easier to talk to. Jordan shrugs. Well, hey, you can always talk to me now. I don't mind. Ashley winces because Jordan is exactly why she reached out, and exactly why she feels terrible. Jay walks across the courtyard at that moment. He sees Ashley and Jordan together. His face falls. Ashley sees it happen, and she looks like she wants to disappear. Shannon sees Jay and makes her move exterior. Main hall. After lunch bell rings. Students are flooding back in. Jay is heading to class slowly, headphones half in, still looking like a kicked puppy. Shannon sees him from across the hall. She nudges Michelle. I'm gonna go talk to him. Be gentle, he's in emotional ICU. Shannon takes a breath and walks over. Hey, Jay? Jay looks up, surprised, but a small smile breaks through. Oh, hey, Shannon, right? Yeah, I just wanted to check on you. You okay? Jay shrugs, soft and honest. I'm all right, just kinda a rough day. Shannon nods slowly. If you ever want to talk, I'm a good listener, and I don't judge. Jay actually chuckles, just a little, like she caught him off guard. Thanks, really, but I gotta get to class before Mr. Rudd. Holloway has an aneurysm. Shannon laughs. Go, I won't make you late. Jay gives her one more small smile, sincere this time. I'll see you around. He walks off. Shannon stands there in the hallway, clutching her books to her chest and smiling to herself softly. He has no idea how sweet he actually is, and I kinda want to know more. On the way home, after school ext, school bus area, late afternoon. The buses hiss, kids spill out everywhere, and the air has that tired, end-of-the-day heaviness. Jordan and Michelle Jordan's got Michelle pressed against the side of the bus, kissing her like the world isn't watching. She's giggling, tugging his hoodie, soaking up the attention. Across the pavement. Jay and Ashley. Jay's walking slow, backpack slung low, eyes dim. Ashley jogs to catch up to him, breath shaky. Ashley, hey, can we talk? Just like humans? Jay doesn't snap. He's too drained to be angry. Yeah, I'm listening. Ashley keeps talking, but her eyes keep flicking over Jay's shoulder, drawn right to Jordan kissing Michelle like nothing in the world is wrong. Jay notices. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't have to. The energy is loud enough. You good? Ashley flinches a little, caught. Yeah, no, not really. She looks back at Jordan one more time, guilt and confusion written across her face. Jay sighs quietly. He's hurting, but he still hates seeing people crumble. Whatever it is, I'm here for you. Ashley thanks Jay, smiles and hugs him. Amber and Selena, nearby on the sidewalk. Selena's holding onto her backpack straps like they're the only thing keeping her upright. Amber walks beside her, shooting her worried glances. Selena spots Jay talking to Ashley. Her whole face cracks for a second, fast, raw. Selena. Amber, he cheated on me. I know it. Her voice is tight, shaking. This hurts, like I can't even breathe. Amber steps closer, lowering her voice. Sel, baby, look at me. Jay is stupid sometimes, but he's not heartless. Don't jump. He's smiling at her. Her eyes shine with tears she refuses to let fall. Why wasn't I enough? Amber pulls her into a half hug, guarding her from being seen. You are enough, and whatever this mess is, it ain't your fault. Selena keeps staring at Jay and Ashley, like watching something break in real time. Back to Jay and Ashley. Ashley finally blurts it out. Ashley, I'm sorry, Jay, for all of it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Jay stares past her for a moment, past everything, looking like a boy who's holding too much. Somebody always does. Ashley swallows hard. She's about to say more, but Jordan yells her name from across the lot, arm wrapped around Michelle. Ash, you coming or what? Ashley's face drains. Jay just kicks a pebble on the pavement and sighs. Shannon watching, a little ways off. Shannon's leaning on her bike, pretending to mess with her phone, but she's staring at Jay like she's studying him. Michelle comes up beside her. Michelle, you're looking at him again. Shannon shrugs, trying to be subtle. He's interesting. What's his deal? He okay? Michelle gives her the quick, messy version. Shannon's eyes soften. Jay finally walks by, attempting a tiny smile. Hey, Shannon. I'm all right, promise. Just gotta get home. No worries. See you later. He jogs off and Shannon stays exactly where she is, smiling to herself like that tiny interaction lit her whole day. Selena's house, evening. Selena makes it through the front door looking calm enough that her mom doesn't notice the storm under her skin. She goes straight to her room, closes the door, locks it, then the mask drops. She slides down the wall, trembling, backpack still on, tears hitting her knees before she even realizes she's crying. Selena, why wasn't I enough? What did I do? She tries to choke it back, pressing her hand over her mouth so no one hears, but the sobs come harder. Her phone buzzes, Amber texting. You okay? I'm here. Selena stares at the message through blurry eyes but can't type back. She's not okay, and she doesn't even know where to start. She curls up on the floor, hugging herself, crying harder than she has in years. Sidewalk, Jay, walking home. Same time Jay's walking slow, hood up, trying to get his head straight. He's already stressed, so of course trouble comes looking for him. Tiffany, loud, social, always in the mix, jogs up beside him. Tiffany, Jay, so I'm just gonna ask, did you really cheat on Selena with Ashley? Jay stops dead, stunned. What? No? Wait, who told you that? Tiffany raises her eyebrows like, boy, everybody. People talk, Jay, and you were real close to Ashley today. Selena looked wrecked. Jay puts his hands on his head, frustrated. I didn't cheat. I was just talking to her. Tiffany shrugs like the damage is already done. Well, you might want to fix it fast, because the story going around is ugly. She walks off, leaving Jay standing there staring at the ground like the whole world just flipped. AXD's small park area. A block later, Jay sits on a bench, trying to breathe. And of course, because drama loves him, Ashley shows up. She sits down beside him without asking, leaning way too close. Ashley, you okay? You looked pretty stressed earlier. Jay sighs. He's tired. He shouldn't even be talking to her right now. People keep saying I cheated on Selena with you. Ashley tilts her head, pretending to be concerned, but there's a tiny, smug smile under it. I mean, people are going to think whatever. You can't control them. She twirls a piece of her hair, eyes locked on him. Then she shifts closer, close enough that Jay stiffens. Ashley, slirt. Besides, you don't owe Selena anything. You're allowed to talk to whoever you want. Jay gives her a confused look. This is not the vibe he needs. Ashley, what are you doing? Nothing. Just noticing you look good today. Jay immediately looks away, uncomfortable. He doesn't notice Jordan across the street staring them down. He doesn't notice Tiffany watching from a porch, ready to spread more rumors. But Ashley? She notices everything, and she loves the attention. She leans back on her hands, stretching a little more than necessary. Ashley, if people already think it, might as well let them talk, right? Jay, no, just shh. She reaches up, gently touches his cheek, hesitant, scared, wanting. Then she leans in. Ashley kisses him. Jay freezes for half a heartbeat. Then he kisses her back. Selena's bedroom, evening, on the edge of her bed. Her cheeks are still streaky from crying on the walk home. She pulls her knees up, chin on them, trying to breathe through the ache in her chest. Her phone buzzes. Girl, you need to see this. Selena flinches like the phone itself burned her. She already knows this isn't good. Nothing good ever comes with you need to see this. Another message comes in. A picture. Selena hesitates, finger hovering, her stomach twisting. Then she taps it. It's a photo of Jay and Ashley kissing. Selena's heart drops so fast she actually makes a tiny sound, a breathless, broken oh. Her whole face goes numb. Her phone buzzes again. Tiffany, I'm so sorry. I didn't know until Amber said something. Nobody deserves that. Selena stares at the screen as the image sits there glowing, digging into her heart like a thorn. Her hands start to shake. She tries to swallow the hurt, tries to blink the tears away, but they fall anyway. Big, hot, humiliating tears. She whispers to the empty room, "Selena, why wasn't I enough for him?" Another message. "Tiffany, you should leave him alone, girl. If he's doing this now, imagine later." Selena closes her eyes, fresh tears rolling down. She doesn't answer. She can't. She drops the phone onto her bed like it weighs 100 pounds and buries her face in her pillow. For the first time she lets herself sob, not the quiet crying she did outside, but the raw, painful kind where your chest feels too tight and you just want someone to choose you. Her whole world caves in a little, and upstairs no one hears her. Scene. When Jay asks Ashley out, interior, school courtyard, late afternoon. Kids are still everywhere. Backpack zippers, bus engines, that leftover smell of cafeteria pizza nobody trusts. Jay and Ashley sit on the low brick wall near the courtyard tree, the spot they've accidentally ended up at almost every day after school for weeks. Jay's foot bounces. His thumb keeps brushing the side of his phone like he's rehearsing something in his head. Ashley watches him from the corner of her eye, calm on the outside, calculating underneath. She knows exactly what's coming. She's been steering it. Soft voice here. "You're different from other guys there." Slow little strings pulling him closer. Jay swallows hard. "Jay, can I ask you something?" Ashley tilts her head, warm smile. Fake warm, but he can't tell. "Yeah, go ahead." Jay takes a breath like he's stepping off a cliff. "Do you want to go out with me?" His voice cracks at the end. Not enough to embarrass him, just enough to show how much it matters. For Jay, someone who's been abandoned, lied to, and cracked open by loss, this is vulnerability at its purest. Ashley's smile freezes for half a second. Not from nerves, not from surprise, but calculation. There's a reason she stayed close. There's a reason she kept flirting even when she didn't mean it. There's a boy she actually wants, Jay's brother, and Jay is the key to getting close to him. She drops her eyes, plays shy, lets a beat of silence pass so it feels real. Ashley, yeah. She looks up, soft expression that's all performance. I'd like that. Jay's whole face lights up. Not big and goofy, just that quiet, subtle glow of someone who hasn't had good news in a long time. Someone who wants to believe the world's not out to hurt him again. He laughs under his breath, almost relieved. "Okay, cool. Yeah." He tries to look calm, but his heart is pounding like he just won something. Ashley watches him, and for one tiny moment, one flicker, she feels guilty. But then she remembers the plan, the person she really wants, the attention, the leverage, and the guilt slips away. "So I guess we're a thing now." Jay nods, smiling softly. "Yeah, I guess we are." They walk toward the buses together. His shoulder brushes hers. He feels warmth. She feels opportunity. Narrator, Jay had no idea he was stepping into something that would bruise parts of him he didn't even know he needed to protect. He thought he'd finally found a place to rest his heart. But Ashley wasn't holding it. She was using it. The fallout would come later. For now, Jay walked blindly, believing in a friendship that was never real. Dream sequence. The door that shouldn't open interior. Jay's childhood home. Dream realm. Jay is standing in the hallway of his house, but everything is unnaturally still. No clocks ticking, no floor creaks, no air vents humming. Just silence thick enough that it feels like cotton stuffed in his ears. The hallway lights flicker dim yellow, but the rest of the house is swallowed in shadow. Jay walks forward slowly, his bare feet making no sound. He doesn't know why he's up, but he knows he's supposed to be here. Halfway down the hall, he notices something wrong. Every bedroom door is cracked open, except one. His parents' room. It's shut tight, locked looking, black around the edges like the shadows are leaking out of it. Jay reaches for the doorknob, but before he can touch it, a cold wave hits him. Not fear, not danger, loss. Like someone had just snatched something huge out of his life, and the air hasn't caught up yet. His breathing turns shaky. His chest tightens like someone is squeezing it with both hands. Jay didn't know what would be taken, but his spirit felt the moment before it arrived. Jay backs away from the door. A faint knock echoes behind him. The green snake looks at him, then go through the walls. Then flash. He wakes up in his bed, drenched in sweat, shaking, heart racing. No screaming, Nothing chasing him, just that overwhelming sense of something's about to leave your life. And he doesn't know what it is, only that it's coming soon. Scene title, First Day Out. As the months passed, Jay and Ashley grew closer. Part of Ashley genuinely liked him and felt a pang of guilt for using him, but her focus remained on getting closer to Jordan, a plan she convinced herself was necessary. Meanwhile, Jordan's relationship with Michelle had ended. Though the breakup was messy, it shifted the dynamics between the siblings and opened a small space for Ashley to maneuver closer to Jordan, with Jay unwittingly in the middle. Jay and Ashley's conversations became more frequent, deeper and personal. They shared music, secrets and laughter, the kind of bond that made Jay feel alive again, even with the lingering guilt he carried about Selena. He tried to push it aside. Maybe Selena would come around, he told himself. Then, finally, the day came when they would spend time together outside of school for the first time. Jay's heart felt light, a rare spark of happiness after so much loss and chaos. But beneath the excitement, a quiet tension lingered, one he couldn't name. Little did Jay know that the joy of the day would be shadowed by betrayal, heartbreak, and the lesson that even in moments of happiness, life could shift in an instant. For now, though, he focused on the smile in front of him and the laughter that seemed to pull him out of the shadows, unaware that his heart was on the verge of being broken once again. Scene title, First Day Out. As the months passed, Jay and Ashley grew closer. Part of Ashley genuinely liked him and felt a pang of guilt for using him, but her focus remained on getting closer to Jordan, a plan she convinced herself was necessary. Meanwhile, Jordan's relationship with Michelle had ended. Though the breakup was messy, it shifted the dynamics between the siblings and opened a small space for Ashley to maneuver closer to Jordan, with Jay unwittingly in the middle. Jay and Ashley's conversations became more frequent, deeper and personal. They shared music, secrets and laughter, the kind of bond that made Jay feel alive again, even with the lingering guilt he carried about Selena. He tried to push it aside. Maybe Selena would come around, he told himself. Then, finally, the day came when they would spend time together outside of school for the first time. Jay's heart felt light, a rare spark of happiness after so much loss and chaos. But beneath the excitement, a quiet tension lingered, one he couldn't name. Little did Jay know that the joy of the day would be shadowed by betrayal, heartbreak, and the lesson that even in moments of happiness, life could shift in an instant. For now, though, he focused on the smile in front of him and the laughter that seemed to pull him out of the shadows, unaware that his heart was on the verge of being broken once again. Title, You Reap What You Sow. Jay woke up that morning buzzing with excitement. Today was the day he'd finally spend time with Ashley outside of school. He could hardly sit still, replaying their messages over and over in his head. But he got a gut feeling that something was off, even if he couldn't put his finger on it. Jay shook it off and thought, just never's today is going to be a good day. When he arrived, though, something felt off. Ashley was there, but so were a friend and her sister, Heather. She barely acknowledged him, brushing him off with a distracted smile. Jay couldn't understand it. This wasn't the girl he'd been talking to for months. Heather, however, noticed immediately. She leaned toward her sister, voice sharp. I'm sorry, Jay. I don't know why she's acting like this. If you were my boyfriend and you came this far to see me, I'd at least give you a kiss or something. Heather wasn't done. She turned to Ashley, frustration in her eyes. What's wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong with you? Jay spent most of the day with Heather instead, and in that time a genuine friendship began to form. Heather was kind, funny, and real. A sharp contrast to the tension Ashley had brought with her. Later, back home, Jay, being the good guy he was, messaged Ashley. But what started as a simple hey spiraled into an argument. Words were exchanged, frustration boiled over, and Jay began to sense the truth. Ashley had been using him, a bridge to get closer to his brother Jordan. Finally, Ashley admitted it. She liked Jordan, not him. Interior, Jay's bedroom, night. Jay sits on the edge of his bed, phone still glowing in his hand. Ashley's last message hangs there like a bruise. I mean, I like Jordan, not you. I thought you knew. For a moment, Jay doesn't breathe. He feels it. That same hollow, sinking feeling from the dream. That loss he couldn't name. The hurt, the embarrassment, the anger. It all mixes in his chest. Jay had made mistakes, but tonight he realized he wasn't the only one who could wound someone. He shuts his eyes tight as Ashley's voice echoes in his head. I'm sure you can work things out with her, Selena, the one person he hurt and the one person he can't go back to. Jay rubs his face, breath shaky, the weight finally hitting him. He lost Selena. He was used by Ashley, and Jordan, without even knowing it, became the center of both. He looks at the door of his bedroom, remembering the dream, the one that warned him something would leave. Tonight, he finally knew what it was. The lesson was clear, even if it hurt. Sometimes the choices we make and the people we trust bring pain. You reap what you sow.
When the world points fingers, quick to judge and demand, and your knees grow weak, you feel no place to stand. I lift my eyes upward, your guidance is near. You whisper through heartache, child, I am here. Every cruel word, every wound, every scar, you remind me there's healing beyond where we are. Jesus, protector of hearts, you hold us close when the shadows start, when sinners push and storms roar high. You reach through the darkness, the clouds, the sky, you show hope blooms where the hurting begins. Your mercy runs deeper than all of our sins. So I raise my hands, for your love sets me free. You're the protector of hearts, and your light outshines the night I see. You don't judge by failing, or masks we wear. You see through the surface, you know our prayers. When the world grows loud and our mind falls apart, your peace wraps around me, a shield for my heart. You hear the prayers that I cannot voice. You carry the helpless, defend the choice. Jesus, protector of hearts, you hold us close when the shadows start, when sinners push and storms roar high. You reach through the darkness, the clouds, the sky, show hope blooms where the hurting begins. Your mercy runs deeper than all of our sins. So I raise my hands, for your love sets me free. You're the protector of hearts, and your light outshines the night I see. When hypocrites dance, claiming right over wrong, your truth stands steady like an unbroken song. You guide without forcing, you guard every door. You are close beside us, now and then.